Adam Schefter of ESPN just sent a tweet out that said the NFL may allow crowd noise in empty stadiums. Oh, the possibilities. I'm Donnie Seymour, and this is your Pub Sports Radio Hot Topic of the Day. We're talking NFL. Yeah, we're only a couple weeks away until opening night with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans in Arrowhead. Now, normally, you would have a rocking, raucous atmosphere at Arrowhead Stadium. You'd have tailgating hours before the game, the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy, and 70,000 plus fans in the stands letting it rip for opening night and being a key cog in the defense of a Super Bowl championship for Kansas City. Home field advantage is what it is. Now look, we're looking at maybe 20% capacity in some stadiums, but now we're talking about the NFL being able to factor in crowd noise, and this is a big deal when you think about it. Now, most people just watch a game on TV, you hear the background noise, but not so fast in an NFL environment. And what crowd noise are we talking about? Is it when you have a big play, they play it over the speaker that the crowd is cheering? Is it after a touchdown? Are they playing the fight song like they would at Lincoln Financial Field? Or is there another ulterior motive that these teams can use? Because if we take a look, if there's no fans in Kansas City, if there's no fans in Seattle, and there's no fans in New Orleans, those are three places that really depend on fan support to get their hometown team over the goal line and win those football games. The louder the crowd, the harder it is for the opposing offense to actually do their work, and you get a faster jump as a defensive end, defensive tackle. And if you're an offensive lineman, you might not be able to hear your quarterback bark signals, changing up the play or even changing up any signals that they might have. Now, when you take a look at teams on the opposite end of the spectrum who have dead environments, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Cincinnati Bengals, and also with the Chargers, even though they're moving into a new dome, they relatively don't have any fan base whatsoever, and the crowd noise is usually louder against their teams they're playing. Does this actually hurt or help some of these teams? Because let's just take a look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, who I don't think are having a very good season. If they had a half-empty stadium where a lot of the fans are from the other team, it doesn't help them. But are they going to be able to turn up the crowd noise level to a deafening sound so the opposing offense can't hear? Is this going to be mandated, or is it going to be by want? Because when you take a look at Kansas City, Seattle, and New Orleans, three of the louder places and louder environments that you're going to find in the National Football League, is it going to be based on, say, hey, the decibel level is allowed to get turned up to this level in Kansas City, but only this level when we're talking about Cincinnati? This is an interesting movement here, and I like the fact that it's coming out because, again, taking a look at handicapping games and seeing what's going to happen forward, we're always worried about the home field advantage and how it's going to be impacted in 2020. If you can crank up the crowd noise, that is a huge deal for the home team, so definitely keep an eye on that. I'm Donnie Seymour for Pub Sports Radio. This was your Hot Topic of the Day.